very small. I don't care. It's one sheet of paper. These are all the concepts you need to handle the entire language. After this, the only thing you need is to add some vocabulary, to add some expressions, to add some confidence, and that's it. There's no more rules really that are going to come out that are really important. It's just on one sheet of paper. Now, of course, to make it nice for you, we've 3 different one sheets. These are all on the school community forum. You can log in, get a 7-day free trial, download them all, have them on your phone, print them on your computer, and check them out every day. So this is basically a recap of the level 1 course, 15 hours basic conversational fluency. And you have all the concepts on here. You can practice them every single day. You can look at them, look for them. You can hear them in every single conversation. These are the most important concepts that you're gonna use. Then we have the level 2 one, which is the level 2 15-hour course, which is for deeper connections. And again, all the concepts here. So between the 2 of them, you have all the concepts. And then for some people who like to just focus on verbs, I took out all the verb stuff and made a specific one sheet for verb tenses. So all the things related to verbs are on one sheet of paper over here. And this is basically 99.99% of everything that you're ever going to need for verb conjugation in Spanish. So when people are telling you that it's complicated, oh, Spanish, the verb tenses is so difficult, it's challenging, they haven't seen this one sheet. Because if you can have it in one piece of paper, it's not that complicated. And actually, there's even some smaller versions that I have here printed that fit in the palm of your hand. And that's about 95% of everything you're going to need. So on the palm of your hand, 95% of all this verb conjugation information. And then they have these big books with thousands of pages on them, trying to complicate your life. So there's Spanish, but there's also memory hacking. Those are the 2 components that really make my teaching methods very different and unique and stand out. So it's one thing to use the axe and put a lot of effort and energy and chop down the tree, but it's also important to sharpen the axe. So as you're learning Spanish, you're learning brain hacking, memory hacking, speed learning, right? Ancient memory techniques that go back thousands of years in ancient Greek memory treatises. So memory palace, loci, method. So you're going to use all of this, and you're going to upgrade all of your skills at the same time. So most people are realizing that technology is advancing and it's making us dumber and lazier and more complacent, right? We used to, how many phone numbers did you used to remember when you were growing up? A lot? 5, 10, 20, all of them. You had no choice, right? It was that or not call them. And now that we have our contacts in our phone, people don't remember anybody's phone number. If we have time at the end of the class, we're gonna do a little exercise, and I'm gonna show you just how easy it is to memorize an entire phone number in no time at all. And when I have the group courses, you remember we do the 10 students, 12 students, all the phone numbers, all the birthdays, and then I go, and people think, wow, Phil's so smart. It's just a party trick. Anybody can do it. Literally, Britney Spears could do that with probably 20 minutes of training, or I mean, maybe not that many phone numbers, but within a couple of months, she would be able to. No offense, Britney. So we're going to start with these 10 words over here, and I'm going to show you how the brain hacking works. The basic principle, right? You know the 80-20 rule? So, of course, you can spend your entire life studying brain hacking and memory hacking, and there's a whole bunch of books out there, a lot of information, but really the most important information is going to give you, it's a couple of little points, a couple of little techniques, and it's going to give you most of the results. So we want to focus on these core principles. So we want to take the information and reformat it, transform it into something else, something that's more memorable, right? We want to use our spatial awareness and really connect with the information. So here I have the más o menos cards. So we have the top 1,000 words in order of how likely you are to encounter these words in a daily conversation, a real conversation. I don't know who you're talking with, but scissors and grass doesn't come up in many of my conversations, right? But somehow that's some of the first things that we learn. it doesn't make any sense. So in real conversations, going out there at a bar, in a coffee shop, on a date, meeting out with some friends, ordering some food, taxi, what do you really, really need? So the law of diminishing returns is very important to keep in mind, because the first 100 words that we're going to learn are going to give us what percentage of everyday conversation do you think? So there's about 200,000 words in existence, right? In English and Spanish, they're very similar. So from those 200,000 words that exist, most of them we don't really know and we don't use. So what percentage of daily conversation do you think 100 words will get you? Just 100 words. Not much. Absolutely, 53%. Insane. With 500-600 words, you can read entire newspapers and articles about politics and war and economy and everything. 1,000 words gives you 80% of all conversations. That's pretty much what you need. I mean, anything above that is more poetic, it's more native fluency, it's getting more technical. But with 80%, with 1,000 words, you can pretty much handle any conversation and you can explain everything. You can ask the right questions and understand the explanations. You don't need to know the word. So these words here are taken a little bit at random, just to choose some fun stories, and you'll understand the principles here. So buscar, does anybody know what buscar means? Yes? Very good. To look for, to search for, or to seek. It's basically this, right? Seeking, searching, looking for. You don't need to remember it's all those three words. Just remember this kind of, this acting of looking for something. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the information and we're going to reformat it into something that's more visual. It's going to help us create a story. So buscar, if you play around with it, you hear two English words. Bus and car, very good. So it could be bus and car, and it could also be booze. So the booze car or the bus car, to look for. So the story goes, you're at the golf club, and I was at the golf club, and I searched all day for the booze car. I was told to look for the booze car on the first hole, but I never found it. So I was playing golf the whole day, dry, looking for the booze car, and then at the end, I ended up getting on a bus to find my car, and you can elaborate on the story. So don't think about the word buscar, which in your brain doesn't have any significance, but the booze car or the bus car, that's easy for you to visualize, to grasp, to really experience. Next one is piso. Pardon? Yes, exactamente. So piso means floor. Very good. So piso, the story we have here is also they all have this little nice little drawings from two very talented illustrators here. Piso is